Cobra Kai 6 is going to be everything the past 5 seasons aren't. After exploring many interesting twists and turns, what's coming next is going to throw you off balance. Oh, just like karate. Here's what we know. Cobra Kai keeps its fans happy, and they aren't going to stop doing that just yet, not until Season 6 comes up. And since Season 5 of the show didn't end conclusively, it shows there's a next story necessary to tie all the loose ends, and that's gonna happen. If there's one thing Cobra Kai teaches perfectly, it's balance, and it's safe to say that Season 6 will balance everything out. Cobra Kai is usually filled with suspense, but Season 6 will mostly be about preparing for the Sekai Taikai tournament, which will determine the best dojo in the valley and the world. Terry Silva was a major player in making this international qualification possible, and now the Miyagi-Do and Eagle Fang Dojo will train even harder than what has been seen in the past. And with their mixed and even more agreeable styles now, the fans will be thrilled with some awesome performances. The Season 6 finale would be about the tournament itself. Imagine the once small dojos being cheered on by many fans around the world. It's a dream come true, but even more exciting is that Sensei Kim Da-eun will be part of this trip. Many fans might wonder what the purpose of John Kreese, who broke out of jail, would be if Kim takes over. For one, John can't walk like a free man and is going to stay hidden, or if possible, control the dojo from behind the scenes. If there's going to be a threat to Kim taking over the dojo, it would be Mike Barnes. Mike said he was given 50% of the dojo in the past, and he could still get a hold of the documents. There would be a real war, and the villain in Mike might be revived. But we've all seen Kim. She's not going to be intimidated or moved by John's emotional attachments to Cobra Kai, and we'll see to it that she handles business the way Terry Silva would have done, or even better. Kim has the money to make the dojo keep running efficiently. Although she might have had a hard time enticing their students to come around, she will eventually find a way. She's a strong villain, and the show can't get rid of her quite easily, as she will provide some very good and solid scenes in Season 6. When it's time, the actress who plays this role, Alicia Hanna, is going to be back. As the fans already know, the lessons of karate are very obvious and can be applied to reality, and that's why Cobra Kai thrills the fans with family balance and, of course, drama. And this has been the story of Johnny Lawrence with his son Robbie and soon-to-be stepson Miguel. He was able to achieve what appeared to be impossible by making the two boys who were far apart friends, and that was a beautiful moment in the show. The way he constantly tried to make them reconcile was so pure, and there's going to be more in Season 6. There will be more focus on family, especially Miguel's father. Miguel might have given up on the man, but the man could be the only one making the moves in Season 6 to bond with Miguel. Judging by how bad of an influence he is, he might not get to be in Miguel's life, but only to get to know that he has a son. Except for breakups and makeups between the couples in the show, the fans have never gotten the chance to see an actual wedding. But Season 6 might just throw that into the mix, and it would be so lovely to see if it got to be a karate-themed wedding. Now, that would be new. But remember, Cobra Kai 6 is going to be everything the past seasons weren't. Starting with the love story that's already been set up, Chosen has pushed for Kamiko by revealing his feelings. And that can never go wrong in Season 6. The two potential lovers haven't been married before, and finding comfort in each other would be so lovely. When they eventually understand their long-time friendship will be a romantic one all this time, they will both know why they haven't found a partner for marriage to someone else. And because it took them that long to find themselves, these two would go all out to celebrate their union when it happens. And that type of party doesn't go well without a few karate kicks and performances. Another marriage ceremony that could happen might be between Johnny and Carmen. Marriage between these two isn't so certain because they're more focused on having the baby and getting stability in their work life. But if Johnny reads more on Google, like he usually does, he could see how marriage between parents benefits kids and decide to go for it. By the time that happens too, the wedding would have a karate show of its own. From the beginning of Cobra Kai, many actors from the Karate Kid franchise had to reprise their roles in the series. To make it even more exciting, the show has shown reality in how many of the returning characters have changed from bad to good. This proves that change is important, and people do grow out of childhood obsessions. Chosen and Mike did that, and they've become fan favorites through that. But more importantly, there's an actress from Karate Kid that might show up in Cobra Kai 6. And this actress is so huge that her appearance will have a big shakedown on Cobra Kai and the fans, and that is Hilary Swank. For Terry Silva, his time on the show might be close to its end, and we know the fans might have seen him for the last time. His arc is already over. Maybe with him locked up in this time, Johnny and Daniel won't relent in pulling strings to keep him locked up for a long time. Terry has played a huge role, but it might be time for another villain to step up in Season 6. To make it more exciting, it might be Terry's dream to take Cobra Kai to an international tournament, but it will be something so bittersweet to have him watch the competition while in a cell. He would be seeing his dreams happening without him, and that sounds like a big enough payback for a person like Terry. Since Season 5 was mostly about the older actors in the show, Season 6 will bring a closer look at the students who are going to compete in the biggest tournament. Miguel and Samantha will work their best to reach the top, and even though Robbie and Tori look to be on their side, there would still be a lot to contend with. Kenny has done a very good job of going from being a timid little boy to being the best male fighter in Cobra Kai, and he can't be won over to the good side easily. Like Robbie, he has the chance to choose the right path, especially after seeing how disappointing Sensei Terry is. But Kenny might not take that chance in Season 6, and fans will get to see more of this boy. But hopefully you're all rooting for him. He needs to find this balance as soon as possible so he doesn't end up becoming like his brother. When it comes to castings, Cobra Kai has successfully maintained most of its original cast from Season 1, and they appear to be able to bring back any character they want, including characters from The Karate Kid, which happened many years ago. So there's no reason to think any of the cast won't be coming back, as they will be available to reprise their roles, except the plot has no lines for them. When Ralph Macchio, who portrays Daniel LaRusso, was in an interview recently, he mentioned how there is some Season 6 footage already available. In his words, he said, "There's stuff that was in Season 5 that we know we shot that is being held for the future if we get that green light, so there's more to come, we hope." But that isn't exactly accurate. As we found out, there are hopes for Season 6, but no scenes meant for the season have been filmed yet. The showrunner, John Hurwitz, kind of corrected the misinformation when he said, "We have filmed nothing that's in Season 6. There may have been some things filmed in Season 5 that got cut out of the season. Some of those characters or story moments may appear in a future season, but there were no actual scenes filmed for Season 6. Then he continued to talk about how they are so sure of a continuation of the show because they aren't done yet. And even after Season 6 successfully comes out, the producers of the show don't wish to put a stop to it. In some sense, they would keep continuing The Karate Kid in different storylines and formats. Now that sounds very exciting. To make things even shorter and sweeter, Hayden Schlossberg, who's co-creating the show, said, "There's no official response to whether or not there will be a Season 6, except that we have lots of ideas. There's time and place to make official things. We're not at that place right now." So, Season 6 has everything it needs to begin production, except the official go statement. But with how successful the show has been and has made viewers happy, it's safe for the fans to hope that the karate world is getting another chance with Cobra Kai 6. However, Cobra Kai delivery doesn't usually exceed a year, so we know that considerations are going on about the continuation of the show. When that officially happens to be positive, the release date for Cobra Kai 6 won't exceed 2023, or at the most 2024. How has this changed what you've already been informed about when it comes to Cobra Kai 6? As ever, share your thoughts in the comments section below, and thank you for watching.